Hi, good evening, everybody. I hope you had a lovely weekend, and this was a very special weekend for all of us, where we had Mahashivratri. I personally enjoyed this time. I spent quite a, you know, uh, energized time with my brother, and we had a full night sadhana, and it was really good. And I hope a few of you would have also enjoyed this evening. And this is one of the most powerful nights of the year. It comes once in a year, and we really had a lovely experience. We used the full potential of the Nishit Kal, and we tried meditation for around 40 minutes. It was really remarkable. This morning, we went to Gangaji, and we had a holy dip also. So that was another great experience. So last 2 days, I have not been available to you, and that was purely because of the preparation and the commitments I had for the Shivaratri. In case if you missed this opportunity, not an issue. This is something which comes every year. You can enjoy it next year when the opportunity is with you. And in any case, right, Shivratri comes very often, right? So Mahashivratri is another thing, but I I personally feel that you as an individual, right, must make sure that you are taking advantage of this night. So in case if you could not take real benefit of it this year, then no need to worry about it, right? Next year you can be prepared for it, and I can assure that I keep you informed about it. Maybe next year we would be far more informative. This year we were not so much concentrated on meditation and making you all more informed about it. So most likely next year we can have a little bit more deeper discussion about it, and you can be far more better prepared to do this sadhana. So anybody who has tried it would have definitely experienced another level of surge in energy. And the northern hemisphere is something which is really energized on this auspicious day. So I feel that you would have some of you would have definitely took the advantage of this night. So, as you all know, and maybe most of you already know, that this is a dedicated session of Lacuna Astro, and it is being offered to anybody and everybody, whoever is interested in uh, astrological insights for their chart. Here, we use specific techniques to look into your chart, and we have been improving our software. We believe in technology. We believe in sadhana. We believe in, intuition. All of that we believe. But when it comes to predicting an event, right, I feel that there has to be a logic behind it. As long as logic is conforming to that, then obviously you can put your intuition to just choose the right words to define what exactly it means. So here on this channel, what we really do, we really look into your charts, your kundali, and we do a objective assessment of it. So it's a purely objective assessment where we try to find a reasonably strong conditioning which supports a specific event. As long as those are being indicated in your chart, we simply go ahead and proceed with the prediction. So that's the very basic and the basis of the principles we follow. When it comes to techniques and the predictions we do, we use multiple techniques. Just to be very clear about it, we use numerology, that is purely for the behavioral analysis and just to look into surface level personality. who you are, what you potentially may be going through. So that is what we use. I mean, that's a numerology which helps us do that. And then the next step, we go ahead and apply the Parashari, where we look into your Lagna chart, your Chalit chart, and different divisional charts based on the question you are asking. And when it comes to concentrating on a specific time frame, right? When a specific event would happen. For that, we go and look into Nadi as well. So these are the techniques as of now which are being prioritized. So Nadi is something which is not yet added into the Lacuna Astro application, which is available on App Store and Play Store. You can just go ahead and download that. But very soon we are going to introduce Nadi as well in the application, which is definitely going to give you a lot of capability in terms of predictions, right? Our focus is purely on predictions, improving those, improving the quality of it, improving the insights. That is what we are focused about. So if anybody is interested, they can go and download this application. It is available on App Store and Play Store, as I said at the beginning. And from there, you can just go and create your profile, look into a lot of details. We also have made the compatibility test reports absolutely free, so it's available in the application at the moment. Earlier it was a paid service, but now it's a free service. We wanted to make it paid again, but we decided to keep it free for 1 week because we see a lot of traction there, and a lot of you are really struggling with your relationships and other things. And that is where we felt that if the service is made free and available to you uh, free of cost, then you can take advantage of it. And that's the reasoning it is being made available free to you. Now choice is yours whether you want to use it or not. You can just enjoy the services and let us know. So that is what we have made absolutely free for you. Use 98 coins out of 100 free coins. Yeah, so Nishtha, good that you have already used that, but I feel that the compatibility report was of around 200 coins, if I'm not wrong, and it is freely available now, Nishtha, so you can just go and enjoy it. Um, Oh, Nishta, this is remarkable. Yeah, and this is really good. Uh, yeah, definitely, it is something which is mind blowing, right? So me and my brother, um, we both were together full night, and we were doing this sadhana together. We did this 4 times Abhishek of Lord Shiva, and we also tried small meditations. But the Nishit Kal was something where we spent considerable time doing the meditation, and the energy was really awesome. So we loved it. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay, Anishta. So what we can do, if you are interested exploring more questions, I can get you 500 coins more, right? You can just go and explore the application, explore the different capabilities we have, right? And uh, as long as you are willing to share the feedback, right? And there is a considerable change coming, right? Anishta. Uh, yeah, that's the purpose, right? When I requested all of you to just try it at least once and see what value it can add to you, and if such a level of energy is available to all of you for free, then why not to use it, right? So that's the simple argument I have. No bakwas seedhi baat, right? So if such a energy is available to you for free, then why not to just try that, just experience that. And people who could not do the 4 prahar puja, they could simply focus on the nishit kal. Nishit kal is definitely a time frame which is a midnight time frame, and definitely requires somebody to be there, right? So if somebody is interested in, if somebody really wants to touch the pinnacle of the potential they have as an individual, I would request them to please explore Shivratri now and then whenever you get an opportunity. So I would suggest everybody to just explore that. The purpose of this session is not to focus too much about these practices and these things, right? Since Shivratri is a very auspicious day, and I personally do these things, and that is the reasoning I requested everybody to just concentrate on it if they can. And as I said, right, this morning I went to the Ganga Ghat, and we took a holy dip. So that was another great experience. Since morning I have been running. We thought that we'll take a break today as well, but I thought let's spend some time with all of you and see if there is any question you guys have. Feel free to ask, and I would like to answer that. If you have your Lacuna tokens available with you, please do share that with me. I can look into your chart, and if you don't have it, I would be more than happy to create your chart as well. So I have no problems with that. So please do share your details and allow me to create your chart, and then we can just discuss about it. As I said at the beginning, we follow a very elaborated step. We are not just looking into your chart from one dimension, right? So there are multiple viewpoints through which we look into your chart, and then try to rationalize a specific event, why and what is supporting this specific event. So that is what we concentrate on. If anybody has any specific questions, feel free to use this session as an opportunity for you to ask any specific questions, and I would love to look into your chart. For that, either you have to share your Lacuna token, or you can share your date of birth, place of birth, and time, and I can just look into that. Tomorrow I have my meeting with my boss, where he will be sharing the result with me, like whether he wants me as a full-time employee or not. I'm currently an intern. Here is, yeah, that's good. Nishta, do you have your token? I remember we having discussion about it. Let me quickly see, where is your token. And I would again say, don't try astrology for everything, right? So for small things like this, right, what is going to happen tomorrow, things like that, I think should be tried, should not be tried, is what I mean. uh, and for that we are introducing the Prashna Kundali also. So that is what we are going to make available in the live sessions. So Prashna Kundali makes a considerable, um, difference. The reasoning is very simple, right? The prashna, the question which you are asking, the moment when that question is being asked, itself signifies what can be the potential answer for it, right? So when you are asking at what place you are and which nakshatra is there and all that, right, can be combined together to really identify a very reasonably correct answer for that. And that's the reasoning we are, means I am personally very interested introducing the Prashna Kundali as well in the live sessions, so that it can start giving you more benefit, right? At the end of the day, I want you guys to feel that you are driving more value out of this session. So as long as that is being done, I'm more than happy to to build anything or get introduced anything which is really sophisticated and gives us a very comfortable experience. So that is what our objective is. Hey, hi Neha, how are you doing? Yeah, Nishtha. So that is absolutely fine. Just hold on. So I will consider this as a result of your interview, right? So I'll consider this as a category, and let's look into it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was the basis of you influencing him, right? So how he got influenced is something out of the discussion which we are having, right? What I'm concentrating on how the time is and is it really supportive for you. As long as there is some level of support from the existing time, then definitely we can concentrate on that. So the time which you are currently in, that is Ketu, Shani, and Rahu, and the combination which we are expecting this to reflect is something related to 3611 or 311 is what we are expecting. So 3 and 6 is pretty much supported by Rahu. Just hold on. What about Saturn? Saturn is also supporting. So I'm very confident that this time potentially you are definitely going to hear a good news. And Ketu is also supporting. So Ketu, Saturn, and Rahu, all three planets are coming together and giving you that indication that tomorrow's outcome of the discussion which you are going to have with your boss most likely would be a positive one. I would be looking forward to hearing back from you just to get a sense whether it was a good one or you were shut down. So as long as there is a good result, please come back and let me know what was the result and how you felt about it. I think that will really make a difference. No, no, don't worry about it. Just tomorrow, just have a conversation with him, okay? And definitely, it is going to be a positive one. Whatever is the outcome, just let me know. If it even if it is negative, just let me know. I would love to. I would love to be informed about it. Okay. And I don't think you should be worried about it at all, right? This is going to be a really good conversation with him. Hey, hi, Anmol. What's your question, man? Yeah, definitely. I'll look forward to your feedback. And why are you sending the emojis of crying, right? Why? I mean, you should be happy, right? Be positive about it and look at the brighter side. Don't get confused about it. Hey, hi, Anmol. Do you have any questions or just wanted to share your token? If you have any specific questions, please ask. So, Nishtha, don't worry about it. And tomorrow, whatever is the outcome, just let me know. Um, I'm more than interested knowing what is there for you. Yeah, Neha, please share your token if you have it. Neha, please share your token. I would love to see what's there. But please share the token. Hey, hi, Yash. How are you doing? Sure, Yash. We'll look into it. Just hold on. Guys, I just wanted to make sure that for your information, right? We do have a quite a sophisticated tracking system at our end, which allows us to keep track of historical communications we have had together. So please make sure you are sharing your tokens when you are asking the question. That is very important for us to be informed about what we discussed. In absence of the token, it would become very hard for us to be informed about what was the discussion we had last time and what was the conclusion around it. I just want to also call out one thing very explicitly, that if there is somebody who wants to just uh, have any random conversation, then I would say, guys, I'm so sorry, I would not be able to help you. As long as you have a token and anything which belongs to Lacuna, then definitely I can look into it. Apart from that, if anybody has any random questions, uh, then I would request them to leave, and that's a very humble request. Neha, the question you are asking, what has changed? I don't remember what we discussed last time, right? I want you to be very specifically, clear about it. I remember you were having a overseas project, working on a job where you wanted to exit from. This is what I remember. But apart from that, if you have any specific thing to get clarified, then I would definitely like to be informed about it. Fine. So we just had a discussion around Nishtha's chart, and now we are going ahead with Mr. Yash. Yash wants to know about finance. No, this question is not sufficient. Yash, you have to categorically call about it. What exactly you want to discuss, man? What do you mean by finance? No, Neha, you have to be very clear. Am I going to get fired? Am I going to get promotion? Something like this. Because there can be plenty of combinations which I can see, right? I would not be able to call out a specific thing out of that because there can be numerous possibilities. Yeah, from career point of view makes a lot of sense. That's fine. Just hold on. Yeah, Neha, you can't be random, right? Otherwise, full night I'll be sitting for you. I remember last time also, mm, we had quite a long discussion. I have, I mean, I have a history with you, right? So you have a tendency of going vague and then start narrowing down from there, and that's nothing but a art of wasting times. That's the reasoning I want you to be very specific. Mr. Yash, 1996. We had a discussion, Yash, in the month of October. And your question was, when will I get money? And the prediction was around 2027 is the time where you are definitely going to have a considerably favorable time for you, which allows you to start earning money. What makes you think that the prediction would change? Yes. Since the question is reflecting what you already asked, I remember now. I remember that's there, Yes. And in October, we had a discussion about it. And the answer was that around 2027 is when you are going to see a difference. And you were also suggested a remedy, right? If you have not done that, I'll give you guys one example, right? We keep doing follow-ups. Whoever has taken any remedies, we keep checking whether they are doing it or they are not doing it. So we checked with the guy, asking, "Are you doing the part?" So he said, "Yeah, yeah, I'm doing it." Then the next question was, "Are you seeing any changes?" He said, "No, nothing is changing." So we asked that guy, "Please send us the first shloka of that specific part. Record it and send it to us. We want to just hear you out, just to make sure you are pronouncing it right." You guys know what he sent? He sent Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. That is what he was chanting. I'm not saying that it's not going to work out, but the specific chanting which was suggested to him, he was not at all doing that. So now the point is, if somebody is being suggested something and they are not at all doing that and coming back saying that ki nothing is working out, then we are not responsible for that. So yes, there is something which is already recommended to you. You can go to the remedies section in your app, and there you can see the specific suggestion which is being given to you. If you are not following that, I I don't remember we suggesting Pukhraj and all that, because generally we don't suggest that. Stones we don't suggest, right? Because that's a very spiked market. For example, you can't really judge. whether a stone is a real stone or a fake stone. And ultimately you will end up buying something which is, substandard, and you will be paying considerably high value. So we never suggested that as far as I remember. So I would suggest, please go look into the app. The suggestion which is given to you, please do that, right? First start with that. And I don't see even you are considering this as an option. So you're 1996 born. You are a strong Mangalik also. And the Mangal dosh is very strong in your Kundali. So that you can think of. That's fine. You are currently in the Chandrama, Mars, and Chandrama. Where is Chandrama? It's a really good time for you, but please look into the remedies section of the app, and follow the instructions which are being suggested to you there. If you are not doing that, then yes, I would say I can't help you. You just wait for 2027 and let us know. So that's the prediction, uh, and I'm not going to change that, but I'll take a log of it so that we know that we had a same point discussed twice. So the prediction remains same. The suggested remedy is not being followed. The same question is asked after 4 months. Okay. Neha, one more thing I wanted to call out, that last time when we spoke, right? I remember every word I spoke. I remember every word you spoke. But since it was a lengthy discussion, uh, I think you were in a support project, and the project was from Australia, if I'm not wrong. I and when we asked you to share certain details, you were a bit deceptive there also, so that is fine. So that you can see there, right? So let's look into what Neha's chart has. If anybody has their tokens ready, then they can share. Otherwise, I can just create it for them. That's absolutely fine. Sonali. We are going to accept Sonali as well for today. After Sonali, Hamza. Hamza, I think you have been here in our session in past as well. If not, then I would suggest you to please share your complete details. You have not shared the sufficient details, so we can't proceed with you. So we are going ahead with Neha now. Neha Nair. Yeah, I mean, चल ठीक है, no problem. What is there for you? Just hold on. I'll look into the aspect of possibility of you changing the job. That I'll look into. I'll just look into whether there is a possibility of changing the job or not. Okay. Mr. Raj, I don't see you sharing your details. If you have, please let me know. But I don't see you sharing your details. I see that Mr. Deependra has shared it. So I'll just add him also into the queue. And whereas Mr. Raj, I don't see you anywhere in the queue. So please make sure you are sharing the details. So we are looking at Neha's chart right now. I see that the offline reading happened in the month of October 2025 and it was on 28th, right? Uh, and there were certain remedies suggested to you by, right? Uh, may I know what are you doing, Neha, at the moment? Because there are a couple of things which are suggested to you. Neha, there are a couple of things suggested to you. I would like to know what are you doing at the moment, and I will not tell you what we have suggested. I want you to call out what are you doing at the moment, and you are wearing nothing. Good. Okay, good. Fine, 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 fine. Very good. So you are currently in Surya Ketu Shani. Okay. I think you are going to remain as it is. I don't see that you are being fired or you are losing your job. So it will not change anything. You will maintain the same status. What is coming for job? The status remains same. There is a possibility of you switching the job, but that's very weak. Remains same. There is a possibility of changing the job, but not very strong. Fine. So Neha, nothing is changing for you. Just enjoy. Enjoy the time. And the suggestions which were sent to you, I would request you to please consider them. At least कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो कम से कम पाठ तो करो ही. If you can't do that, then I'm really sorry for you because you are missing a golden opportunity. Whatever is the motivation behind not doing that is something you need to think of. Fine. So nothing has changed, Neha. It is going to remain as it is. Pawni, don't spam. Don't send messages multiple times. We are going ahead with Sonali. Sonali, if you're there, let me know. Sonali and then Dipendra and then Raj. Sonali, thank you for confirming your availability. Just hold on. Sonali. And I hope, Neha, you have bought a new phone because last time the photos of the palm you sent, right? Those were really blur. And so I requested you to send the clear one, but the point you had, अभी फ़ोन का क्वालिटी अच्छा नहीं है. So if you have bought a new phone, then probably you can share the updated palm. From the Kundali point of view, nothing has changed. Maybe your palm can indicate something. See, I remember everything. But the point is whether even the photo you sent, that was from a mall or somewhere, I remember. And that was also, I think, quite considerably old. Sonali, this is the token for you. Anish, we can't help you since you do not have the necessary details required for us to introspect. We can't help you, Anish. You can leave or share the details which are necessary. Sonali, this is your token. Please keep it handy. What are you doing? What are you doing different to just make the possibility of changing job stronger? You are doing nothing. You're not even doing the part which is being suggested to you. So such a level of ignorance and then expecting things to happen even before time, uh, I can't guarantee for that, right? Even I can't guarantee even if you do the part, right? For example, we suggested somebody to do something and that guy is doing Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Um, so that's a mantra which needs to be initialized or instantiated by your guru. Then only you can really practice that. Uh, so if somebody has not gone through the initiation of that mantra, for example, सभी लोग जानते होंगे गुरु से मंत्र लिया जाता है and all that, right? So if somebody has not taken that mantra, how do you think that it is going to work for you? So I'm not saying that the mantra would not work, but have you taken it from somebody? Is there any guru for you? If there is nobody, then you keep chanting. So similarly, I'm saying there are certain practices which you can follow, which are really going to make a difference for you. I understand a lot of you may not believe in remedies and all that. So उनका तो भगवान ही मालिक है, वो तो अपने ढर्रे पे जो हो रहा है चलता रहेगा. So but at least if somebody can do the chanting and things like that, at least they should consider doing it. Not doing it and then expecting something to change is really I would say it's something requires a miracle, right? Or when the specific time would come, things would automatically happen. So the event can happen only in two conditions, right? One is it naturally happens and naturally executes. So that's a natural phenomena. Nothing to do. When the time comes, things will happen. Second is you do some stimulation, right? Something you do to intensify the energies which are required for a specific event. And that is where the specific sadhana and specific practices are required, right? Which enables the necessary spandan, the necessary vibration within you, which is required for a specific event to happen. So, uh, so yeah, that is the problem, Abhishek. So the people who believe in natural phenomenon are somebody who may have their charts pretty stable, right? For them, this statement is uh, pretty standard. I believe in this natural phenomena. So उनके साथ आर्ग्यूमेंट करने का मेरा कोई मूड नहीं है, बिकॉज दे आर द हार्ड नट टू क्रैक, राइट? बट एनीवेज, लेट्स मूव ऑन. Sonali, I have given you the token. Please keep that handy. And anybody who believes in natural phenomena, their chart is pretty stable and they would have a natural support, and things will be happening on the right time. And they would have not gone in a situation where they need to really pursue or seek any sort of sadhana or any specific practice. For them, these things are something which would not make any sense, right? So उनके साथ बात करने का भी कोई फायदा नहीं है, because they would not understand these things. But anybody who believes in this must consider these things, right? How you keep doing that, Sonali? Sorry, Neha. Last time when we spoke, right, I told you that to intensify this possibility, or the possibility of you switching the job, you must initiate certain practices. And that is something I clearly remember, and that is documented in the notes as well. But you are not doing it because you fall in the same category of Abhishek, right? You guys are the strong believer of karma. So I'm not saying that nobody should do the karma. But that does not mean Arjun was the best archer, but he ignored Krishna, right? He internally followed him, right? He internally practiced certain things which made him suitable to follow Krishna, right? He also worshipped Lord Shiva. So there are certain things you guys are ignorant of. So the people who are really ignorant of basics, ignorant of the fundamentals, uh, should not be given time in terms of the arguments or any sort of discussions, because they are the hard nut and we can't crack them. So I will leave them on their hobbies and their mindset. Maybe at some point they will have some sense of supreme and some sense of the ultimate God, uh, who is the reasoning of this cosmos. But क्या करें, चलो चलते हैं. Sonali, remedy you suggested was Vishnu Shastranam and Rudraksha. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Are you doing the Vishnu Shastranam? Are you doing Neha? I don't think, right? So if you are not doing it, I don't think you should be repeating the same question again. Start doing it, do it at least for 2-3 weeks, and then come back and say that your resume is not even getting selected by anybody. You just do it religiously. And I also spoke about one thing, that somebody doing a specific sadhana must make sure that that person is doing that sadhana with nothing in mind, right? निष्काम भाव से उसको करिए. So as long as you can do that without thinking कि मेरे को नई जॉब चाहिए या मुझे ये चाहिए वो चाहिए and all that, right? If a new job is required to fulfill your needs, the Supreme knows about it, right? When I say Supreme, Supreme is nothing but the ultimate God, who is the reasoning of our existence. Obviously, somebody who is coming from a rationality point of view, like Abhishek or Neha, they would say that no, our parents are the reasoning of our existence, and I strongly believe in that, and they are the first God for us, because they are the reasoning for us to experience this existence, right? So they are the first for us, and that's the reasoning we should pray them first. But second thing is, they managed to produce you, because you can't say that ki they managed to produce you because of because of their parents, because their parents produced them. So you can't have this argument, because it is very cyclic in nature, and you can't really reach to the root cause of it. Maybe we can have this discussion sometime where you guys can really understand the power of sadhana, a power of chanting. And if we're not doing it, um, and believing in something happening accidentally, first of all, nothing happens accidentally. It happens when the right time comes. So a event can happen in your life when the right time comes. If it is not happening, then you should use certain specific practices which are required to keep you engaged in this life, right? So that you don't lose hope. That is the one thing. Second thing, once you do those things, as I said, it creates the necessary vibration which is required for something to attract. For that, I would suggest you guys to read about the law of attraction. And maybe someday I'll just quickly cover about how the law of attraction works and how it is related with the astrology. I That is the reasoning I say that I don't want to get into any situation where I'm having an argument with folks here, especially Abhishek and Neha, because why I don't want to get an argument with them, because you guys look at the life from one lens. I look at the life from multiple lenses. For example, I just don't apply astrology. I apply the developmental psychology also, because that gives me a sense if somebody is having an argument on certain things which is fundamentally right. It means they are coming from culture or upbringing indicates that they have never been exposed to that. So since somebody has never seen something in their lifetime, then how exactly they are going to have an experience of it? So making somebody to believe in something which they have never got exposed to uh, is something is requires you know uh, considerable shift the way they think about life. And for that, I think I'm not educated enough or I'm not skilled enough to make somebody think in a direction which they have never got exposed to. So that's the reasoning I generally not prefer having an argument on these things with anybody, because if they are not able to understand this means they have never got any exposure towards these things. And since somebody in their existential reality have not seen something, for them that's a false thing. So मैं मतलब बातों की जलेबी नहीं बना रहा हूँ. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग आपके एग्जिस्टेंस में, आपके एक्सपीरियंस में अगर कुछ है नहीं, तो वो आपके लिए ना के बराबर है. सो उन लोगों से हमें कभी बहस नहीं करनी चाहिए जिनके जीवन में या जिनके भौतिक अनुभूति के तौर पे उन्होंने कभी उन चीज़ों को देखा ही नहीं है. सो फॉर दैम दीज थिंग्स आर pretty hard to believe. For example, Neha is lazy about remedies. Wow, good. एक दिन सांस लेने में भी थोड़ी लेजी हो जाओ, you will get the sense. Sonia, I have your token. Let's go and look into it. It's not Sonia, it's Sonali. Sonali, we have your token. I have also shared the token with you. I would request you to keep that handy. When it comes to career, right, your chart is indicating, numerological chart is indicating that there can be two major issues. Your environment and network decides your destiny, as per Umang sir. Yeah, Abhishek, I would say that now you are disturbing me. So if you want to continue yourself here, right, then let's stop this discussion, because if you have read his book, right, there is a specific chapter on this. I would suggest you to please go and read that. So what somebody speaks on camera and what somebody suggests offline can be considerably different, right? So that is what I'm saying. I don't want to discuss this any further, because if something does not exist in your existential reality, you are not informed enough to discuss anything about it. So that's the reasoning I'm saying, just go and read about it. And what somebody believes, I can't be somebody who is just following one guy. Just to be very clear about it, I want to be somebody who is following what is right, right? And what is right is not cannot be decided by just one being. Okay, and that being can be anybody. So I think that is what my stand is, and I don't want to have any further discussion about it. So let's continue this. Sonali, there are two things which your numerological chart is indicating. One is the career and the marriage life. Only these two can be a area of concern for you, Sonali. So, Sonali, when I say these two things, this is purely based on the numerological details which we can see, and most likely the experience you are having is not because of you. That these are largely circumstantial, because your chart is not reflecting that you may be you may not be the reasoning for what has happened to you or whatever you have experienced, right? Largely this seems to be something which is influencing your life, and it seems to be largely external in the sense the other party may be the reasoning behind majority of the problems which you have gone through, specifically in context to marriage, if I may say that. Now, looking at the career possibility, your chart, as I said, is also not very strongly supporting the possibility of having a considerably flourishing career. Now, let's look into if there is anything which you can focus on, or which can take you to the next level. So right now you are in Buddha Guru Shukra Dasha. That is what I can look into. Uh, okay. Your chart indicates potentially you can be in the field of education. Are you in the field of education? Are you a teacher or somebody? Can you just confirm your career options right now which you are exploring? Or you're not having any jobs at all? Buddha Shukra. Hmm. Buddha Guru Shukra. See, there is a very strong possibility. Uh, yeah, I can see that. So the Mercury is in absolute support for you to look for a better opportunity if you want to pursue that. Uh, there is a chance which definitely can help you in terms of switching the career if you want, and that is definitely going to give you a good possibility of monetary benefits also. So overall the chain seems to be quite favorable. If you really want to pursue that, then the window which you are currently in is definitely indicating a possibility that you can pursue that. But the problem is the window is going to close somewhere around 28th of February. So that is, we do not have a considerably long time. So this can't be considered or fulfilling the necessary conditions for somebody to really pursue a new possibility. So I need to look into the next cycle as well. Just hold on. So next one would be Buddha Guru Surya. Now, if we just concentrate on that, it is supporting the shift. So somewhere I would say that between March and mid of April. So I would say that that's the window potentially you can consider as a possibility for you to look for a change. If you want, you can explore that time. So early March, starting from early March till April mid is what you should be exploring as a possibility to look into a new options in the market. And guys, be very specific about what exactly you want to ask, right? That allows us to narrow down the specific combinations we'll look into. Otherwise, the fundamental issue is that if we start looking at diverse combinations, then narrowing down the specific event becomes a considerable issue, right? And in the live session, we can't really look into the different dimensions. And I would not suggest any remedies for this, Sonali, because this is a natural phenomenon. So as long as something is naturally going to happen in a near time, so why to go for a remedy for it? So in that case, you should not be really running behind remedies. So remedies should only be tried if there is something which is far in the future and you just want to utilize the smallest window possible. For example, you are looking for a time frame which should be there for 2-3 months, right? And it's a long event, right, where you have to go through a considerably long cycle. So there you should be looking for a time frame which is considerably long. But in this specific case, we see that it's not something which is going to take a considerably long time, and it is going to happen in the near future itself. So why you want to go for a remedy for this? It is a natural phenomenon, it will automatically happen. So if there was an issue and if there was an urgency for you, then we could definitely talk about it. But in this case, neither it is a case of urgency nor it is going to really, spoil your career. So I don't think you should even consider having any sort of remedies for it. Remedies should only be tried when the event is far in the future and you want to just utilize the smallest, shortest window which can fall before that time. Then definitely you can intensify that. यार ये ऑकल्ट वाले जितने हैं ना वो why do you think you should go in occult? I mean, I personally speaking, if somebody out there is thinking that I'm an astrologer or I'm following occult and all that, I would say no, I'm not an astrologer and I'm not following any occult practices. I'm just using simple mathematics. We have built a sophisticated software which uses all possible planetary combinations and good books out there which are written by really proven people, and that is what we have built. And any reading or any suggestions which we are offering to you is coming or backed by those specific books which we are reading and implementing for you. So when somebody says that I want to get into occult, मैं सीधे बोलूँगा कि you want to get into a business of fraud, is what you mean. Because without data, without having a sophisticated, mathematically accurate system, how exactly you can pursue this? आप और सारी चीज़ें ट्राई कर सकते हो that has a psychological dimension to it, which has nothing to do with occult, to be very honest. Those are the very psychological things which you can practice to just tweak somebody's mind and make them think or feel something. तो उसका occult से लेना देना ही नहीं है कुछ. So when somebody says that I want to pursue occult, I really don't know what you mean by that, because following occult requires considerably strong steps in a direction which is very hard to follow. What do I mean by that? First thing, you have to be a strong sadhak. You have to be somebody. You have to be somebody who is doing deep sadhana. There must be somebody. It can be Lord Shiva, it can be Hanumanji, it can be Jesus Christ, anybody you believe in. So there must be somebody you go and pray. पहली चीज़ तो ये होनी चाहिए. सेकेंड थिंग ये होनी चाहिए कि आपके पास पढ़ने के लिए मटेरियल होना चाहिए, राइट? You must be having sufficient materials for your to develop your good intuition, right? Intuition बेसिकली डेवलप होगा साधना से, और एक्यूरेसी डेवलप होगी पढ़ने से. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वी डील अ लॉट ऑफ केसेस विच आर रिलेटेड टू डिवोर्स, विच आर रिलेटेड टू having an affair and then seeking some sort of resolution of the trauma which you have gone through. And if you guys feel that कि हम astrology use करके उसको solve करते हैं, then you are wrong, right? We use other methods also. So occult, क्या occult यार? So when somebody has gone through a trauma, pulling that person out of that trauma can't be done through occult or reiki. क्योंकि अगर आप reiki and all that you are trying, it is a momentary relief. वो वापस आप उसमें जाओगे. It's a mindset shift. It's a thought process shift. अगर आप सच में सोनाली occult की तरफ जाना चाहते हैं तो I would say start reading first. पहले पढ़ना शुरू करिए और समझिए कि आखिरकार प्रॉब्लम्स हैं क्या और उनके रेजोल्यूशंस हैं क्या. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I am personally going through this book right now. If somebody can see, right? This is a really good book. And if you just start reading about it, you would really understand how your body reacts to certain things, how the trauma is formed, and how exactly you can get out of it, right? So there are multiple things which you have to put together to really become somebody who is helping people. Otherwise, whoever is listening me, I want to call out very explicitly. अदरवाइज आप एक ऐसे धंधे में जा रहे हो जहाँ धोखा है. आप भी धोखा दोगे लोगों को, और लोग तो मज़े ले ही रहे हैं इन चीज़ों के. सो द पर्पज़ ऑफ आवर लाइफ इज़ to just demystify these things, right? And we are documenting everything. Whoever comes here knows about us. So what are we documenting? We are documenting every discussion we are having here. Why are we doing so? Have you guys ever think about it? Because we want to rationalize things, right? That is the book I completed recently, right? So अगर और ये बुक मैंने आज से शुरू की है. So मेरा ये कहना है कि कोई आके मुझसे ये ना पूछे कि आई वॉन्ट टू गेट इन टू ऑकल्ट, क्योंकि अगर आप ऑकल्ट की बात कर रहे हो और बिना साधना के, बिना पढ़ाई के, बिना अध्ययन के आप इस फील्ड में जा रहे हो, then you are definitely getting into a business of fraud. Fine. So that's my take on occult. So anybody who wants to get into it, these are the two fundamental things you must get corrected. अगर आप ये दो चीज़ें कर रहे हैं, then potentially the third question of you getting into occult would never come in your mind, क्योंकि आप बिना किसी से पूछे इसमें फिर जाने के लिए तैयार होंगे. So that's my take on it. Sonali, we have had a discussion about you. We are also, guys, going to initiate one new technique, and that technique is related to affirmations, right? So for that, there is a very good book. If somebody wants to go through that, I would say, no, that's not my interpretation, that's the truth. I would say that this is the book. If somebody is interested, they can buy it, they can read about it. This book is, I think it will cost you around 200 rupees or 150 rupees or something. It's a quite old book. So if anybody is interested, they can buy it. It should be available. Heal Your Body is the name of it. I would say, यहाँ मत आओ. I don't want you guys to come here. I want you guys to spend your time on this. Right? Anything, any trauma, any problem which you are going through in your life, if you just read this book, right, it is going to give you wonderful affirmations. अगर आप नहीं पढ़ना चाहते हैं, that's also fine, because here at Lacuna Astro we are automating this also, right? We are going to map your specific conditions to the specific affirmations. तो आपको पूरा पढ़ने की ज़रूरत भी नहीं है, आपके ऊपर है, चाहें तो यूज़ करिए, ना चाहें तो एनीवेज हम लोग इसको एग्जीक्यूट करने ही जा रहे हैं. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, समटाइम्स पीपल रियली फील दैट कि कुछ नहीं चल रहा है तो कुछ तो कर ही देते हैं, एंड दैट इज़ वेयर द थिंग्स गो रॉन्ग. लेट्स मूव ऑन गाइस. करियर इज change. Possibility is there. And anybody who wants to get into the field of occult, they should treat themselves as a separate entity. They should not start applying that on themselves. For example, a lot of people here also, I don't want to name anybody, but they learn and then they start applying this technique on themselves, and that is where things go wrong, right? सो थोड़ा सा सावधान रहिए इन चीज़ों को लेकर के. पहली चीज़ तो अगर आप करना भी चाहते हैं, आई मीन्स मुझे थोड़ा बुरा लगता है व्हेन समबडी सेज दैट, बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट समथिंग कि आपने एक PDF पढ़ ली और आप बन गए ज्ञाता. नहीं यार, आई लेफ्ट, आई टेल यू गाइस. मैं लकूना एस्ट्रो की स्टोरी आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ, शायद आपको समझ में आ जाए कि हम यहाँ पर जब खड़े हैं तो हमने क्या खोया है. I want you guys to be very clear about it. Occult में स्टेप रखने का कॉस्ट क्या है, that I want you guys to call out, right? I come from a extremely successful IT career. आप लोग जिसको भी बिलीव नहीं हो, जाकर के मेरा LinkedIn प्रोफाइल आप देख लीजिए. अगर वो प्रोफाइल पे भी बिलीव नहीं हो तो you can go and read the recommendations I have on the LinkedIn. So potentially that will give you a sufficient idea who am I. Lacuna Astro uses a internal IP, intellectual property, which we have built and is completely owned by us. We are not relying on anybody's dataset or anybody's APIs who is built by anybody else. And that system, the core engine, took around 6 years to get built. Occult की बात कर रहे हो आप लोग हैं? So what is occult यार? सिर्फ किताब पढ़ के आके ज्ञान बांचना is not occult यार. It has to be, it is so much spoiled, it is so much distorted right now, where you can't really confidently say that कि इसी वजह से हो रहा है, क्योंकि I can have a counter argument for it. So कहीं ना कहीं से आप उसको justify भी कर सकते हो, because the books have so many details out there कि कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ के तो आप उसको बोल ही दोगे कि इसी वजह से मेरी लाइफ में हो रहा है. So what Lacuna Astro does, it tries to objectify your chart, right? Objectification का मतलब ये होता है कि we can't use 100 different techniques out there to rationalize what is happening in your life. We have to use very specific techniques to identify why exactly something is happening. And that is the point where you start achieving accuracy, right? So Lacuna Astro का जो main objective है, 6 years it took. I mean, Saturday, Sundays, I used to build that core framework. After that, 24th of August 2024 is when I officially left IT and started working on Lacuna Astro full time. So that's the time I officially joined this. And since then, we have built considerably sophisticated algorithms and considerably sophisticated technologies are being used to offer services to you guys. क्या occult होता है भाई है? So reading just books is not sufficient. I want to be very clear about it. This is my way of looking at how the occult should be done. सिर्फ ये नहीं कि आप यहाँ टीका लगा लो ऊपर और 4 माला डाल लो गले में. ये मैंने पहन रखी है, ये आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि अरे गुरुजी भी तो पहने हुए हैं. So this I am wearing because और लोगों की तरह मैं भी थोड़ा सा तो भाई मानता हूँ कि ये पहनने से काम होता है. एंड इट डज, इट वर्क्स. It keeps me calm. It keeps my wisdom spiked, and it keeps me intact. My energies are vibrant. It keeps me. It helps me follow my discipline. So you need a hook, right? Which keeps you motivated. So that's the reasoning for me to wear this. So as long as something is there to supplement you and help you navigate the path you want to navigate, why not to try that? Right? So occult is not dabbe wala powder. So it is something which requires rigorous involvement. As long as somebody is following that, would definitely succeed in it. And as long as you can do that, Sonali, if you are still listening me, welcome to the fraternity. If you can't, what I just said, if you can't do that, then this is not for you. Dipendra, if you are there, just let me know. Next would be Raj. And after that, I'll take one more reading and then we'll close. Anupriya. We'll accept Anupriya as well. ये देखो, ये दर्शकान में आ गई हैं. Okay. So Sonali, I just wanted to give you the full picture, right? So अगर आपको जाना है तो पहले तो आप एक अच्छे गुरु को ढूंढिए. एंड दैट गुरु, देर आर लॉट ऑफ गुरुज. सो आपको पहले थोड़ा सा पढ़िए, समझिए कि ये है क्या. उसके बाद उस फील्ड में आप कोई भी टेक्निक यूज़ कर सकती हैं. एनी टेक्निक इज़ फाइन. उस फील्ड में जो अच्छे गुरुज हैं उनसे कुछ धनराशि खर्च करिए और फिर जा कर के आप उनसे शिक्षा लीजिए इसकी. उसके बाद आप इसको प्रैक्टिस करिए. खुद पढ़ के अगर आप करेंगे तो इट्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग जर्नी. Deependra, if you are there, let me know. Deependra is not there. Fine. Raj, if you are there, let me know. Raj, your question is not there, so I'll not take it. Anupriya, if you are there, let me know. Leo ascendant female. My 7th lord in the scan is Saturn, and it is in 7th house Aquarius. I'm 32 and still unmarried. Career success also not happening. Okay. Yeah, Sonali, I mean, if you felt bad about it, I'm so sorry. मैं बस यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि अगर आप इसमें आ रहे हैं तो सीरियसली आइए. ये टाइम पास के लिए बड़ा डेंजरस वो है. बिकॉज इट वुड एग्जॉस्ट यू. इट वुड रियली सक योर एनर्जी, राइट? तो साधना करिए, पढ़िए और कोई अच्छा गुरु ढूंढिए जो आपको इस प्रैक्टिस में आगे बढ़ने में मदद कर सकें. अगर आप अकेले अपने बल पे इसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे तो काफ़ी कष्ट होगा, आपको काफ़ी परेशानियाँ आएंगी. सो दैट्स अ प्रॉब्लम. Raj is not there. Anupriya, if you are there, let me know. Anupriya, if you are there, let me know. Okay. Anupriya is also gone. Fine. User blah blah. May I request you to share your details? And Kavita. Kavita, you mentioned a very good word. You said manifestation, right? So maybe I'll speak a bit about manifestation in tomorrow's session. There is a very good theory about it, right? कि manifestation काम कैसे करता है and how exactly your subconscious helps you really achieve what you are manifesting, right? So we can definitely have a discussion about that. Kavita, if you have any questions, please ask that. Question क्या है आपका? यार मानसी, I don't think I would be able to help on this question. It's a very deep question, right? We can't really concentrate on that in the live session. Kavita, what's your question? Can you quickly let me know, please? अब 12 को आए थे, मैरिज से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन था आपको. आज क्या क्वेश्चन है? कैन यू स्पेसिफाई दैट प्लीज? कविता, वी डू हैव योर डिटेल्स. क्यों अभी आपका आपका भाग्य स्लीपिंग पिल लेकर के सो गया है क्या? आस्क स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन. इट्स वेरी वेग क्वेश्चन. नहीं, मैं नहीं हेल्प कर पाऊंगा भाग्योदय के ऊपर आपका. यू हैव टू आस्क अ वेरी स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन. Guys, please share a question which has a very concentrated intention, right? Bhagya in what sense? So you have to make it very objective. Otherwise, it becomes very random, right? Guys, please make it quick and ask very objective. गवर्नमेंट जॉब, पहले तो ये देखना है गवर्नमेंट जॉब होगी भी या नहीं होगी. So for government job, I think the very first question you asked on 9th of Feb, right? We have already answered that, Kavita, and that was related to job. And the suggestion was somewhere in the month of June 2028 is the right time for you to get the job. So that has been already answered. I don't see any changes there. Yeah, Kavita. So I told you, right? The job itself, I told you in 2028. So for me, it's not changing. Guys, please make sure you are asking a very objective question. You are not asking vague questions. Anybody else? Otherwise, we'll proceed towards the closure of the session. I would suggest Kavita Green Emerald ले लीजिए आप अपने लिए, if you can buy that. Green Emerald आप पहनना शुरू करिए. That is one thing you can do. There can be other practices also you can follow. For that, you can just message on our number and we'll send you those as well. Health is a problem. I didn't touch that. Health seems to be, means you may already have some health issues, Kavita, but that was not a question. So why would I touch that? But health seems to be something which you may be struggling with. Guys, anybody else? I'll give you 10 more minutes to share your details and then we'll proceed towards the closure of the session. Banking, government job chances. Why are you wearing opal? Definitely you would be wearing it for marriage only, right? Why else you would wear it? I don't think whoever has suggested that you should not be wearing it. It will do more harm than the benefit, because that the purpose for which you are wearing it, right, is not being. Just give me a minute. You are in Mithun. Just hold on. Unless there is not the transit of Venus, it would not help. I think you are in the Antardasha of Shukra right now, so definitely it is a good choice for you. I would say you can continue to wear that, no problem at all. But it has nothing to do with uh, your job prospect. So इसका जॉब से कोई लेना देना है नहीं, बट वॉट यू आर वियरिंग यू कैन कंटिन्यू टू वेयर, उसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट ये आपको तब पहनना चाहिए था जब शादी हो चुकी होती, बिकॉज देर इज़ अ पॉसिबिलिटी इट मे ड्रिफ्ट योर मैरिज, एंड विच यू मे बी एक्सपीरियंसिंग राइट नाउ एज वेल. सो आप पहने रहो, अब जिसने भी बताया आप पहने रहो. अब मैं बोलूँ नहीं नहीं मत पहनो, देन यू विल सीक एन एक्सप्लेनेशन. बिल्कुल, और किससे लेना देना है, जिसने पहनाया आपको इसलिए पहनाया है. और ये अगर आपने रिसेंटली पहना है तो मुझे लगता है कि आपने अगस्त के 2025 अगस्त के आसपास पहना होगा, क्योंकि दैट इज़ द टाइम व्हेन यू एंटर्ड इनटू द अंतर्दशा ऑफ शुक्र. उसीलिए पहनाया गया है. 5th हाउस 8th 12th हाउस लॉर्ड हैं आपकी कुंडली में. सो मुझे लगता नहीं कि इनसे कुछ होने वाला है. So let's move on, guys. Anybody else? इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. आप पहने रहिए उसको. आप हार्म भी नहीं करने वाला है, बट इससे जो आप फ़ायदा देख रही हैं वो फ़ायदा आपको मिलेगा नहीं, क्योंकि अगस्त से आप इस ट्रांजिट में मूव हुई हैं. अगर और आपका जो रीसेंट क्वेश्चन था दैट यू आस्क्ड इन February, सो opal, if it has to work in the direction for which you are wearing it, it starts working within a month's time. सो एक महीने से ज़्यादा का समय अगर लग रहा है एंड यू आर नॉट सीइंग एनी ट्रैक्शन इन द पर्पस फॉर विच यू आर वियरिंग, देन या तो आपने स्टोन गलत पहना हुआ है, मतलब नकली पहना हुआ है, या या जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो सच है. ओके. स्टोन अगर आपका ठीक है और कोई इम्पैक्ट आपको नहीं दिख रहा है इतने दिनों में भी, तो आप ज़रूर किसी फर्जीवाड़े में फंसी हुई हैं. बट एनीवेज गाइस, लेट्स मूव ऑन. Who is next? User blah blah. Divya. Diya. 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 Okay, Diya. Just hold on, Diya. What are you asking? नहीं, आपने वो पहना हुआ है, आप उसको पहने रहो. मैं बोलूँगा आप उसको थोड़े टाइम और पहने रहो. You just let me know your experience after mid of April. ठीक है. मैं थोड़ा टाइम और देना चाह रहा हूँ आपको. आप थोड़ा समय और इसमें लीजिए. मिड ऑफ अप्रैल में आप फिर से एक बार बात करिए, क्योंकि आप ऑलरेडी उस स्टोन पे हैं. सो एंड यू मस्ट बी वियरिंग इट फ्रॉम अ लॉन्ग टाइम, राइट? सो इमीडिएटली उसके इम्पैक्ट्स को रैशनलाइज करना वुड नॉट बी मेकिंग एनी सेंस, राइट? सो ये चीज़ें वैसी नहीं, हलवा नहीं है कि आपने खाया, प्लेट धुली, प्लेट साफ, सुबह आप भी साफ. सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. इट्स इफ यू आर वेयरिंग इट, इट वुड हैव ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड सम इम्पैक्ट ऑन यू. तो आप थोड़ा इसका वेट करिए, अप्रैल तक वेट कर लीजिए. देखिए आपने जो पहना है उसका कुछ इम्पैक्ट आपके ऊपर आ भी रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है. मुझे जहाँ तक लगता है अब तक नहीं आया तो आगे भी नहीं आएगा. बट आप थोड़ा थोड़ा समय और दीजिए. इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है आपने तो देख लीजिए. फॉर मी टाइम इज़ द बिगेस्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, एंड you are already wasting that in this. Anyways, let's move on, guys. Who is next? User blah blah को हम देख लेते हैं. She has already shared the details. And guys, if you are wearing any stone, any specific stone, अगर आप पहने हुए हैं तो आप ये ध्यान रखिए कि आप उसको तुरंत उतार करके वहाँ से अगर आप ड्रिफ्ट करना स्टार्ट करेंगे तो आप ये मत सोचिए कि यू वुड इमीडिएटली गेट आउट ऑफ दैट, राइट? सो दैट वुड हैव ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड सम इम्पैक्ट ऑन यू. तो वो जाने में थोड़ा समय लगता है, 1-2 हफ्ते का समय लगेगा. बट व्हाट आई वुड से कि आपने पहना है, इतना इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, तो डेफिनेटली आपने सही कंसल्टेशन लेके ही किया होगा. फॉर मी इट इज़ गोइंग टू डिले थिंग्स फॉर यू. और अगर आप पिछले 4-5 महीने से उसको पहने हुई हैं और आपको कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है, तो मैं आगे कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. देन व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज़ द राइट थिंग. बाकी उस पर कोई डिस्कशन करने का फ़ायदा नहीं है. अभिषेक बोलेगा नहीं नहीं उसका तो कुछ हो, वैसे भी कुछ नहीं होता, तो ऐसे ही कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. सो उस पर कोई बात करने का फ़ायदा है नहीं. आप उसको पहने रहिए, अप्रैल तक उसको पहनिए. अप्रैल में जब कुछ नहीं होगा तब बात करेंगे इसके बारे में. वी आर गोइंग अहेड विद दिया. And guys, also please specify if you are wearing any stone or something, because that influences what we are reading. आप उसको थोड़ा सा वेट कर लीजिए. कविता, क्योंकि अगर आपने स्टोन लिया है तो जिसने भी आपको सजेस्ट किया होगा, दैट पर्सन वुड हैव सीन फार मोर इन डेप्थ, क्योंकि यहाँ लाइव में हम इतनी डिटेल में नहीं जाते हैं ना। तो अगर किसी ने आपको इतना देख के किया है तो मुझे जहाँ तक लग रहा है उन्होंने अप्रैल वाली दशा देख करके ही किया होगा। अब वो आपने कब से पहना है, क्या किया है, वो आपको पता होगा। मैं तो सिंपल देख रहा हूँ कि अगर आपको किसी ने पहनाया तो पहनाया होगा उन्होंने शुक्र की दशा के आसपास ही पहना दिया होगा, जो कि लास्ट ईयर अगस्त के आसपास स्टार्ट हुई है। तो मुझे जहाँ तक लगता है इसको अगर काम करना होता तब तक करता कुछ ना कुछ। मैं इसलिए इतने कॉन्फिडेंटली बोल रहा हूँ। I do have a very recent case. Just about 20 days ago, the person came to us for the similar issue, right? He came to us for marriage, and he is on Opal, and there are two very critical discussions currently going on for marriage. जहाँ पिछले 7-8 साल से he was struggling, and the suitable time for marriage is in July for him, right? Within 20 days, this is what we have observed, and that's a recent case. In 20 days we do have the evidence for it. So now the point is, अब कोई बोलता है ये सब चीज़ें काम नहीं करती तो भाई ऑल द बेस्ट। चलो चलते हैं आगे। सो दिस इज़ योर टोकन दिया। आप इसको अपने पास रखिएगा। And guys, I also wanted to call out that we don't deal in stones. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि हम बोलेंगे कि आप हमसे ले लो, तो उसमें हमारा कुछ भी नहीं है। We are just suggesting whether it would work or not, it wouldn't work. For example, I'll tell you some classic cases. हमारे पास कुछ ऐसे भी cases आते हैं where we just simply suggest them to, for example, if somebody is having issues related to concentration, somebody is going through a situation where they are not able to really experience the ecstasy, right? Experience the fruit of the life. सो उनके लिए भी जस्ट सिंपली सजेस्ट सर्टेन बुक्स। उसके लिए कोई रेमेडी नहीं सजेस्ट की जाती है कि आप जाइए, आप ये पढ़िए एंड रीड इट 4-5-6 टाइम्स सो दैट आपका जो सोचने का तरीका है वो थोड़ा सा बदले। बट देर आर सर्टेन थिंग्स वेयर वी सी दैट कि प्लैनेट्स आर देयर फेवरेबल बट नॉट इन अ वेरी स्ट्रांग कंडीशन। सो देन डेफिनेटली देयर हैज़ टू बी सम पुश मेड। अब वो पुश दो तरीके का हो सकता है कि वो किस राशि में है प्लैनेट, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट वी डिफाइन कि आपको स्टोन की तरफ जाना चाहिए, मंत्र की तरफ जाना चाहिए, हवन की तरफ जाना चाहिए, वॉट एवर यू हैव टू डू। सो देर इज़ अ वेरी स्ट्रांग एनालिसिस। सो इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ कि जो लोग इसके बारे में जानते नहीं उनसे बात करना इज़ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम। एंड ये ऐसा नहीं है कि दिस इज़ समथिंग वी हैव कुक्ड, दिस इज़ समथिंग विच इज़ ऑलरेडी रिटन कि व्हेन टू अप्लाई वॉट। So now if somebody wants to learn about it, मैं बोलूँगा इसीलिए जो लोग ऑकल्ट में जाना चाहते हैं या जो लोग क्लेम करते हैं कि हम ऑलरेडी इसमें हैं, they are not reading it sufficiently. For example, let's close it. Diya, I have given you your token. Diya, this is your token. Diya, please keep this handy with you. What was your question? Hey, hi Urmila, how are you doing? Urmila, we are almost at the end of the session, or Urmila. I would say if you want to ask any questions, make it quick. Otherwise, we are almost at the end of the session. We'll be closing it. Diya, if you are there, please let me know. User blah blah. Oh, okay. You are confirming to that. That's a good one. Let's look into what Diya has. Dia. Dia, I can tell you one thing, that you're definitely going to get a job. Obviously, there would be certain hurdles. Numerologically, it is very well confirmed that you would get it, and you are obviously going to get initial hurdles. One other thing which I can call out is the financial instability, right? You may have a bit of financial uncertainty, uh, for which definitely I would say that you should do certain things, right? For example, if I just talk from the numerology standpoint, right? Then a few elements are completely missing, right? For example, wood element is not at all there in your chart, and you're also having 50-50 condition when it comes to the metal element. So these are quite, if you just go from the feng shui standpoint, right, where it talks about the panchabhut and other things, right, then definitely you are going to experience certain hurdles there. And there is a very beautiful rationalization for this, as long as you are reading the how five elements work for you in your chart. So from that point of view, it's pretty clearly visible there that you are going to experience some hurdle when it comes to booting up your career. So that is there. Looking at the astrological possibility, uh, I'll see when exactly it can be done. Whether it can be done or not is what is very important. Just give me a minute. 2 6 10 11 2 10 11 2 6 10 11. Okay. Okay. Guys, we are at the end of the session. I would not take any more requests now. If anybody is interested, they can just come tomorrow. How to come tomorrow is something you guys can find out. I'm not going to tell anybody to subscribe and all that, right? मन हो तो कर लो, नहीं मन हो तो मत करो. 2 6 10 11 2 6 10 11. So the single planet is not strong enough to make you employed. Just give me a minute. 2 6 10 11. Guys, this would be the last one for today. No, Urmila, I can't see because you are just sharing date of birth, thinking I have the third eye, right? And I would get to know uh, your place of birth, your time of birth. So maybe you misunderstood us. We are not doing numerology here. We are doing the complete suite of possible techniques to look into somebody's chart. So 2 6 10 11 2 10 11 8 and 12 is there. Dia, just do one thing. May I request you to please contact us offline? I want to speak to you one on one to understand what practices you are following. If you are, see, there is a possibility of you doing job, but a single planet itself is not good enough, which can really help you get in there, right? So definitely we need to find a very sweet spot, and that should coincide with the specific time when you are going for an interview, right? So as long as that time is mm, tracked down, we can. No, that's fine. I understand based on your date of birth, but the time is indicating that you are very soon going to get out of the mode of education and you would be seeking an opportunity in other things, right? So we need to make sure that there is a suitable time for you to really go for it, because the combination is also having contradictions, and those contradictions are also indicating that there can be some trouble, right? Delay in the specific events. So if you want, we have to speak offline so that we can navigate or look into the future transits and try to find out a sweet spot when exactly you can try to schedule your exams or look for the possibilities in the future. Choice is yours, but here I don't see any time frame which is in the nearby future, because we are looking at the horizon of 1 year, and in the 1 year time frame I don't see anything which is confirming to you becoming employed. No, I can't I can't suggest you any remedies. Please message offline, and tomorrow morning sometime around 2:30 to 3:30 is the time when we can reach out to you, or we can just look into your chart. But today we can't really answer. That I understand, and that is where I want you to be clear, right? What exactly and when exactly you want to pursue. Uh, and that's the fundamental issue, right? For example, if somebody is trying to become an IAS, right, and they are preparing for 5 years, and then they start trying their attempts, and ultimately they end up in a situation where they don't get anything. So their choice is yours, right? In everyday session, we just allow at least one or two people to connect offline. Um, and this is a wonderful opportunity for you. If you want to use it, use it. Otherwise, there is nothing for you in next 1 year time frame. If you have the question after 1 year, when you don't have a job, then you can definitely come back. But in next 1 year, I don't see anything happening for you. And also you said interview में reject हो जा रहे हैं, ये हो जा रहे हैं, हो जा रहे हैं, and now you are saying you are an student, so think about it, what you are doing. Okay, so anybody who is contradicting is also falling in a bucket where the confidence goes down on their chart. So guys, I think whoever came here today and was seeking any sort of consultation, I would request them to please come tomorrow and make sure you do have a very pinpointed question. I don't want you to ask any vague questions. Be very clear about what you want to ask. For example, user blah blah started with a question saying interview में ये हो रहा है वो हो रहा है, now saying that I'm a student, then what was your first question? So if somebody is there who wants to just toggle between situations what they are in, it influences where you stand, because at a given point in time a specific combination can have a different meaning, but at a different time that can have a different meaning. For example, somebody can have 2711 at the age of 10, right? That dasha can be there, but is he going to get married? So no, right? So that is the reasoning. Guys, please make sure what you are asking has a very precise details in it. If you can't specify the precise details, then definitely I would request you to come offline, because then you fall in a category where the confidence on your chart goes down. And if somebody I can't trust, I can't do a reading for them. So make sure you do have absolutely necessary information shared here. Otherwise, I would request you to connect offline so that we can get into the deeper details and make sure you are a genuinely in need. Otherwise, that's okay. So guys, we'll resume our session tomorrow again, and it would start around 8:30. So we have shifted the time, so the session would start from 8 or 8:30, evening, and it would be around 1.5 hour, 1 hour to 1.5 hours session, and there you can come and just share your details and we can look into it. But make sure you are sharing the details with precise questions. If you are asking anything vague, or if you are toggling your fundamental question, then we would request you to connect offline, because the trust factor goes down, and it also indicates that you do not have any clarity in your mind what exactly you want to get answer for. So that's another thing. At the end, I would also like to mention that Lacuna Astro has mobile apps also available. So it's available on App Store and Play Store. Anybody who is interested can go and download that application and look into your kundli, ask specific questions. So these things you can experience there, and it's you get 100 coins also. Using those 100 coins, you can ask two questions. We believe that at a given point in time, you would not have any issues, means more than two issues in your life. So as long as there are two burning issues, we allow you to go and ask those questions. The answers of those questions are totally based on the Parashari. Uses 8 different insightful parameters on a specific chart, and then does the prediction for it. So I would request you to go and try that. Right now the compatibility report test and other things are absolutely free. आप जाइए उसको use करिए. That report is absolutely free. We are going to make it paid tomorrow, so you still have around 24 hours, because tomorrow somewhat similar time we are going to make it paid. So enjoy करिए. तब तक के लिए मैंने उसको फ्री रखा है. So आप लोगों के लिए एक golden opportunity है to do a compatibility test with your partner. And I think we are in a discussion that every month end, right, we are going to make the application absolutely free. So month ends, we would consider that as a free time, right? Anybody can ask any question in Lacuna Astro, and the entire application would be free. So that is something which we are still brainstorming, because it's a considerable cost, right? Because when you ask something, it is a cost for us. So we are ready to adjust to that cost, and that is what is being discussed at the moment. But I'm sure that we'll make it free over the month ends. We are also going to introduce Nadi. So Nadi predictions would also be available in the application, which will help you see your Nadi chart. That is one thing. It would also help you see the predictions for it. All the questions which are there currently implemented, there are around 49 questions which are there. So these 49 questions you are going to get access to, and that is going to be absolutely free for you over the weekends or over the month ends. That is something which is what we are thinking about. All the questions which you can ask in the application is also going to have two dimensions. It is going to assess your chart from a Parashari point of view, and it is also going to assess your chart from Nadi point of view. So if both of them are reconciling, then we would confidently say that the event is definitely going to happen. Otherwise, we would also call out that Nadi is confirming to this, but Parashari is denying the event. So that is what you are going to see, which I think would be quite insightful for you. And at the end, I also want to call out that we are in the process of introducing Bhragunandi Nadi as well. So that would also become part of the prediction engine. And very soon, here in the live sessions, Bhragunandi Nadi would also start taking effect in your predictions. So these are the things, these are the updates for you guys. And I want to make sure that Lacuna has absolutely wonderful prediction engine, which gives you something which is reasonably correct. क्योंकि मेरा पर्सनल बिलीफ ये है कि एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास आप जाते हो एक्यूरेसी के लिए, आप उसके पास ज्ञान सुनने नहीं जाते हो कि राहु कहाँ है, चंद्रमा कहाँ है, उससे क्या मतलब है भाई, वो घूम रहे हैं अपना, उनको घूमने दो, तुम अपना देखो ना. तो अपना आपको क्या देखना है? अपना आपको देखना है कि when the specific event in your life is going to happen. So that is the concentration of ours. So as long as we can help you find that time window, I think our purpose is solved. So that's the mission of Laguna Astro, and with that message, I would like to close now. And anybody who came today and could not get my time can come tomorrow. How to come tomorrow? That you guys know. Um, let's close the session.